Leinster vs Munster, Croke Park, 2025. Red makes a break for the try line and the tackled player reaches out but is short. An arriving blue player goes off his feet, gets the ball and back to his feet, but the ref blows the whistle. He then talks to himself for a few minutes, deems a penalty try to the red team and yellow card to the blue player. How did the ref get to that decision? At the time, I was in agreement with the ref, but after having seen the replay a few times, I think a little differently. Join me while I have a little review of the laws. Now I'm going to start at the end with the definition of a penalty try, just to clarify a couple of things. Straight from the law book, if foul play prevents a probable try, penalty try and yellow card. If the try is awarded, why is the yellow card necessary? To discourage players from attempting foul play. The try was probable anyway, so the yellow card is the actual punishment. Note that foul play is a requirement, so the defender must breach a law within section 9 of the law book for there to be a penalty try. And luckily, law 9.7a catches everything. A player must not intentionally infringe any law of the game. So every intentional infringement is actually foul play. Back to this penalty try and the intentional infringements which gave it away. The referee ruled this as a tackle. Law 14 dictates the tackle laws, and 14.4 states there's 3 types of players in a tackle. Tackled player, tackler, and other. The arriving blue player wasn't tackled or a tackler, so is other. 14.8b states that an other player must remain on his feet, and 14.8c states that he must arrive from the direction of his try line. The blue player failed at both of those, so that would be a penalty. But let's delve into some questions. Firstly, is this actually still a tackle, or was it open play? Because the red ball carrier did reach out to score the try. This is the definition of open play.
The period after a kickoff, restart kick, free kick, penalty or set piece, and before the next phase, or the period between phases of play, excluding when the ball is dead.
If that's melting your brain, you're probably a normal person, but it's saying that if the ball's live and it's not a ruck, maul, tackle or set piece, it's open play. Why is this important? In open play, players can go to ground to collect the ball legally. Exactly what the arriving blue player wanted to do. So how is it still a tackle after the ball carrier reached out to score a try? Well, under 14.7a, the tackled player may place the ball in any direction, including ahead of himself. Just because he's placed the ball forwards doesn't end the tackle. 14.11 states how a tackle situation can end. A tackle ends if a ruck is formed, if a player on their feet gains possession, if the ball leaves the tackle area, or if the ball is unplayable. To me, none of these happened. The tackle didn't end before the blue player arrived, so the ref is correct in penalising him. Do you agree? Question 2. Is this really preventing a probable try under 8.3a? Law 8.2c says,
A try is scored when an attacking player with the ball is tackled short of the try line, and the player's momentum carries them in a continuous movement along the ground into the opponent's own goal, and the player is first to ground the ball.
The referee ruled that the tackled player still had momentum and the arriving player has illegally prevented a probable try. If you think his momentum would have got him over the try line, it's a penalty try. If you don't think so, it cannot be a penalty try. This is likely where opinions will be most divided. I'm comfortable that it's a tackle and the arriving player was in off his feet, so a penalty, and I'd probably go with the yellow card too. But I don't know about the penalty try. Wasn't his momentum more towards the sideline rather than the try line? Do you think the tackled player had enough momentum to carry him over the line? I don't think so, but please let me know what you think. Question 3 is a bit of a tangent, but still related. Aren't there separate laws for defending the act of scoring a try? Quite often we see refs allowing defenders to go off their feet when an attacker is in the act of scoring a try. Law 13.4 says, players on their feet and without the ball must not fall on or over players on the ground who have the ball or who are near it. This is the don't tackle the grounded player law. I cannot find a single instance in the laws where this does not apply. So whenever refs don't penalise it, I'm completely confused. If you know of any law which permits tackling a grounded player at any time, please do let me know. Now, did that really happen here? Kind of. The blue arriving player did kind of land on the tackled player, like he is touching him. So, penalisable, but it seems a little harsh to me. There is another law to consider though. If you scour the law book, you will find one law which does allow abnormal defending to prevent a try. From the in-goal laws section 21, law 21.10.
If a tackle player is in the act of reaching out to ground the ball for a try or touchdown, defending players may knock the ball backwards or pull the ball from the player's possession, but must not kick or attempt to kick the ball.
But we have to stop and consider a couple of things here. 21.10 is an in-goal law. So does it only apply to defenders who are in the in-goal, or if the ball is in the in-goal? Note that it doesn't mention anything about being on your feet, onside, or to be entering a tackle from the correct direction. So what does it mean? I'm going to annoy the internet again with my interpretation, and I'm absolutely keen to hear yours. Usual laws relating to handling the ball in a ruck, tackle, or maul do not apply when the ball is crossing the try line, but all the other laws remain. Be onside, don't enter tackles, mauls, or rucks illegally. So our blue arriving player doesn't get any help from 21.10. Very keen to know what you guys think about this one. Is there any laws I'm overlooking? Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time.